Hello guys, welcome to Manageable Life Abroad channel. On this channel, we discuss three things: scholarship opportunities, international conferences, and international jobs. If any of these interests you, you have nothing to lose. So today's video is the most anticipated video. The video people have been asking me, how did you do that? How did you get your visa approved in less than 4 minutes? How were you able to convince the consular about your financial status? How did you get up to 100 plus student financial aid from external organization? Okay, and you get to do your, like loans. Then you get to do your visa interview in a different country. Yet you are given the visa, you are approved. How did you do that? So today in this video, I'm going to share with you a bit of what I did and how how I did it. Okay, so now, first and foremost, everything starts with the belief. Everything starts with the belief and understanding. Okay, you need to be abreast with the current happenings. I never knew about Empower student loans, but the day I saw that, I didn't just look at one video. I did something that I know some of us will not be able to do. However, it was not an easy process, a nerve-wracking process, but I believe that it was the right time and I just need to go for it. Okay? Now, first and foremost, why do I have to do my visa interview in a different country? Well, it all goes with the fact that I was applying for so many scholarships. Okay, I never get tired of applying. And if you're watching this video right now, that's one thing you should know. Or if you are preparing for your visa, as this is about visa, okay, believe, work hard, study. Don't be confident that it's going to be easy. However, during that time, of course, which are some of the tips I will give you at the end of the video, okay, just be confident and say whatever you have to say. Now, I have to do my visa interview in a different country because I attempted in my country. I scheduled for an interview. I didn't get a date. But that was not the reason. So while I was waiting, observing, looking at the website to check, okay, for a visa date, I found out that I was too late to. So the best date I could get, it was way beyond the day my school year started classes, August 2028. So because of that, I had to defer my offer, my partial scholarship. So while I was waiting, I got the scholarship to travel to Turkey. Okay, I got a fully funded scholarship, and that's the other thing. Why did I leave a fully funded scholarship to come to US on a student loan? That's the other thing. Like, how? Why? Anyways, so as we go, you will tend to understand. I know this video won't take us long, maybe in the next 10 to 15 minutes. I should be done with that. Okay. So now, while I was waiting, I got the scholarship to go to Turkey. But when I went to Turkey, actually, the intention was to come to US. Even if I had to go to Turkey, I'll be there. And while I'll be there, I'll schedule for an interview because I have already done that and I've paid my service fee. Of course, if you are in the process, you know what it means. Okay, I have paid like $350 for that already, not the visa interview itself. Okay, which is $185 now, I think. Okay, so because I had that, I was like, okay, I don't mind paying the 185. Whatever happens, happens. If I don't get the visa, I know I'm in Turkey and I'll still continue with my education. So that was the thing. That was in my mind. So when I went to Turkey, even though I was learning the language, okay, but in my mind, my focus was to get a visa date. So I'll go for my visa interview and be able to come here. Okay, so I was saying things as if I knew they were going to happen. So I just get the belief that this is going to happen. And imagine I don't have a fully funded scholarship. Okay, but the belief was there. So I scheduled for the first day. It was way beyond the day our class we should have started classes here, which is January 16. Okay, so when the first date I got was August the 6th. But within the system, you just have to pick any date. Okay, so I was observing the system, monitoring the system. Then I got the best one was April the 1st. Yet still, it was not best for me in my own case because I had to be at January 16 or before January 16. Okay, so I requested for an emergency, which of course all of you know. I was denied. Okay, I was denied in Istanbul. The only thing that helped me, they told me that I need to check the other city, which is Ankara, if they have some space, and they will open some spaces for students. Of course, they understand the situations. And I was like, okay, so I had to reach out to the embassy. Communication is very key. I had to reach out that this is my situation. Please make sure you give us dates. So I was saying it not personally. I was just generalizing things, even the email I sent to them. And they were able to respond. They will see what they can do and all of that. Okay, so don't be afraid. It doesn't matter. Just put your lines very well when you communicate, and which is very, very much important. So I think a day after my email, I checked the system and I got like the 10th of January. I was like, but I wanted, because it was early December, I was like, okay, maybe they'll give us a date again. Instead of, I would have changed that date. I left that date, guys. Imagine, I left that date, and when I checked the next day, because I was hoping for like a date within December. When I checked the other day, I didn't even see any January. So that got me into trepidation. I was like, my God, what have I done? All of that. Okay, so guys, done with that. Fortunately, I prayed so much and I was able to get a date, which was the 11th. I checked again and I got like 11. I said, okay, this one I'm not going to leave it. I just have to schedule for it. So I scheduled for the interview. But before scheduling for the interview, of course, I was doing some practice. I have watched over I don't know the amount of videos I've watched. So because I knew my situation was not like fully funded scholarship, I was watching videos, visa interview videos that has to do with student loans. So, like Indians, because most of these companies like Empower, people from Indians, Prodigy Finance, other. So I was watching more videos relating to like Indians, because they will tell you, for them it's common. Okay, the consulars will ask them, did you take a loan? And the reason for that, the reason why, one of the things you should understand is that loans are one of the guaranteed sources of funding. In a sense, your uncle may promise to pay for you, and you may come here and you'll be thinking, okay, I'll work and all of that, I'll get money even if my uncle don't pay for me. But that's not the thing here. Trust me, the reality is when you come, maybe in the long run, you get used to certain things and you'll be able to make some cash. But would that be enough? Because as an F1 student, you're only eligible to work for 20 hours per week. And what's the guarantee that you get all those hours to work? Okay, so that's the thing. So, but loans now, these companies won't put you in a situation you'll be thinking, okay, when are they sending my money and all of that? The money is always there. They will just transfer the funds and the university will take theirs and they will give yours. Okay, and you live like any normal person. Okay, the only thing I will tell you again, when you come to campus, for certain universities, like in my university, they will give you what we call emergency student financial aid. Like if you need money and you don't have money, they will give you, knowing that you will get money and you'll be able to pay back monthly. Okay, so that's it. Anyways, so I have prepared, and of course I have been on YouTube, created this channel. So I was like advising people for them how best they will be able to answer questions relating to loan, knowing that I have not yet been in the process. In a sense, I have not had an interview yet, but I was giving people, so the confidence, I was building the confidence and all of that. But the more it gets closer, the more the tension. At some points, I had to talk with some people, some YouTubers, okay, for them to schedule one-on-one visa interview process, and I have to pay. Trust me, I have to pay some money. Okay. However, it helps me at the end of the day, and I've got that experience because them asking me, doing like practice and all of that, and everybody was bringing feedbacks because we like it was a WhatsApp group, all of that. And for you now, you're fortunate because you have someone that like me who will give those information to you freely. I mean, you're not going to pay anything, especially for my first 1 to 2 years on YouTube. I don't think if I will request any money from anyone. Okay. Anyways, so the day for the interview, my interview was scheduled for the 8th. I have looked at the documents, everything. I have all my documents, everything regarding finances. How am I going to explain? Anyways, we'll delve into that. Or maybe I'll create another video on that. Okay. I've created a list of all the documents. I've printed them. Everything was intact. Okay. So in case they ask me, I will be able to present the document. But my documents were never going to speak for me. Okay. I was just having them as a means to be able to as evidence. Okay. But my hope was not for the document for any document to speak for me, okay? Because I have the confidence and I have the facts. I have researched about the university. I have the reason why I chose the university. Just like the common questions, why did you choose the university? As most people say, even though not everybody gets asked short questions. Okay, why did you choose the university? Who is funding you? For that particular question, I think is key, and we all know the reasons. Of course, I'm going to create a series. This one, I just want to explain my experience, okay, about visas. I'm going to create a series regarding that, okay. So I prepared my I-20 service fee receipt, all the other documents. I even printed my resume in case it is needed, okay. And of course, I have some personal savings. I got the bank statement, just an evidence in case I was asked my strategy, how am I going to pay back the loan, and that one. If you need assistance regarding that, first of all, like this video, subscribe to this channel because I have to see whether you are a subscriber, and I will guide you in detail. Even though I was thinking of creating a video just what are the options you might be thinking of how you can pay back. Okay. Anyways, so I have worked so hard, and I believe that I was going to get the visa. Okay. So I went 8:30. I went like 7 o'clock. Okay. So I have like 1 hour 30 minutes, and the place was very cold. Ankara was very cold. I was nerving. So I was thinking, okay, if these people see that the way I'm shivering right now, they might be thinking I'm not confident enough for this interview. Okay. Fortunately, when you went inside, the counter is different. The weather is just the same. Like it's normal, the weather. Okay. So everything was fine. So they checked my document. Let me see your passport, I-20, and any related documents. Of course, if you're in the process, you should know. And I'm going to create subsequent videos on that. So I went to this lady, and she was like, okay, pass me the passport, I-20, and all the other documents that are related. I gave them to her. And the first question she asked me, she looked at my I-20 and saw the university name, and she was like, are you going to Carnegie Mellon University? Okay. She pushed back and looked at the I-20, and she said, are you going to Carnegie Mellon? And I was like, confidently, I was confident enough to answer that, confidently saying, okay, yes, I'm going to Carnegie Mellon University, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So something like that. You see? So I didn't just say yes, I added something. I think that helped me a lot. And I'm going to create subsequent videos on that. You don't go to a shit university. If you are taking a loan, don't go to a university that is unpopular. Go to a university that is renowned, that is known in the US. Like within the first 100, let your university be within that. Okay, it will help you. Okay, that's just something I just want to I liked. So the next question was, what can you do with this degree? She was asking me what I'm going to do with my master's. Okay. In my situation, I was working. So I requested for a study leave, and the company gave me a study leave. So I told her that after my studies, I want to go back and take up the same position where I was, but with different salary, scale, and different position in terms of the rank. Okay, I want to go back to this company as as a senior structural engineer, civil engineer. Okay, and I want to compete to the highest level in my country. I want to compete with international companies. Okay, because I have my dad who has a construction company. So I even told her that after 2 years working with the company, I gave me the study leave. I would want to take over my father's company. Okay, and I want to compete to the highest level because people are extorting money to projects, to infrastructural projects in my country. You see them as if they're helping, but they are not. So basically, they are just uh, 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 um, extorting. I think that's the word, or should I say, they are they are putting on exorbitant prices on certain projects, which I don't think is actually helpful. So I want to compete with them because at the end of the day, if I get the money, I'm going to invest in my country and all of that. And I have this figure, this person who studied um, um, at Harvard. Okay, so I mentioned his name that he studied Harvard, and now he's back in my country helping and even lecturing someone I admired so much, and I want to replicate something like that. So that was like the answer, all of that. And she was like, she was nodding. Okay, so you have to be smart. So I did so many research, and the next question was, what was your bachelor's degree in? Okay, and she was asking this question because she wants to know whether I have something that aligns. Okay, continuity is key. You won't be doing masters in project management. I mean, a bachelor's in project management. Now you want to do maybe something like, how would I say, something that's totally different. Okay, that's it's not related. So I just answered yes. I did bachelor's in engineering in my undergraduate level. Okay. So the next question was, how are you paying for your degree? There comes in the question. She asked me. I said, first I mentioned my scholarship. I got part of scholarship from the university. I mentioned the amount. Okay. And the next thing is that, guys, I even got a job when I was in my country or when I was in Turkey before coming to this place. So I have to give you strategy. So if you need any assistance, I will tell you how to. Even I'm going to create videos. I have so many videos to create. How you can get international job in your department even before you leave your own country. Okay, so I had a job already as a grader position, grading undergraduate students, and I was going to be paid. So, and I facilitated that. I asked the department, I asked the chair that I needed this opportunity, so I will use that for me to get my visa and all of that. So because the visa consulates, anyways, guys, I don't think if I should delve into uh, um, the details, what are the things you should do, rather than give you my experience. Okay, but I think it's all part of my experience. Is that not so? Hmm. Yes, it's all part of my experience. So I facilitated that, and they were able to help because the visa consulars may want to see that yes, the university actually needs someone like you. Okay, it's just you're not just using the visa as an opportunity for it just to come to US and be doing something different. Okay, so they added that in my I-20 as on-campus employment, and indicated the amount I was going to get per per semester. And so when I explained that, I even explained that this is per semester, this amount you are seeing here. So even the scholarship, they just indicated for 1 year. So I don't just uh, um I call the total amount, and I told her I was able to clear everything. I know some people will say just be specific, just go to the answer straight and forget about it. Just be yourself and say the fact. Okay, and be smart. Even if you are lying, just be confident and say it. So I was able to explain very fast because I knew how I was going to answer short questions. Okay, so I got this scholarship, and but based on what you are seeing on I-20, this is for just for the first year. Okay, the remaining month I will get this other scholarship, but that's based on my my academic performance, blah blah blah, and I say that. Okay, and the remaining part of my tuition and living expenses, I have been able to secure a loan with Empower, and of course I'm now ambassador to Empower. Okay, so Empower and HB Education Investment. So I went with two loan companies. So guys, I think I have it all. Everything you are thinking of. Okay, so if you think your situation is actually worse, know that there are people who have been in worse situations, but yet they survived. So just know that. So I explained. I told her that I have this amount and all of that, which is sufficient to take care of for all my expenses and everything. Fortunately, she didn't ask me how I was going to pay. The only thing she asked me, do you have documents to show, to prove that, to prove these finances you are talking of? Yes. And those ones, of course, they give you support letter. Okay. So I submitted the documents, and she was like, I think she was checking whether they are real and all of that. Okay. I mean, like checking the internet, whether these companies exist and all of that. Especially like maybe HB that is not renowned. Okay. So after checking, the next question she asked me was, "Do you have documents?" Yes, yes. And what do these companies look at to get their loans? That was the next question. So me, I have spoken about loans in my YouTube channel. You can check the videos. So I know, I know the nitty gritty about the loans. I know almost everything. You wake me from my bed, from sleep, I'll be able to tell you the whole process, how, the application, what are the things they looked at. So I explained. And that again, I have to be smart. That this company looked at your academic performance, whether, of course, and that we know, I look at your academic performance, and they looked at your, the other thing, and that one, I think, it's not too, it's not, it's true to some extent. I think there's this company that looked at, that do what we call background check to know whether you don't have any debt, like you're not owing any company or bank, something like that. So they looked at that as well. And the other thing, what you are going to do with your degree, okay, your potential, so something like that. So I was able just to, I can't remember all that I said. Okay, guys. So I explained in details actually what they looked at. Okay, in student GPA and all of that. Just put that, because I had two companies, because for Empower, they don't look at your GPA. Okay, and you have to be admitted in one of the partners universities. So I explained all of that, and she was like, okay. So, and she asked me, because I was in a different county, she asked me, where is your residency permit? And that one I just submitted the document because I had taken it already. Okay, so the next thing was, where is the document where your scholarship is? So I just submitted, because my offer letter has the scholarship. So I just gave her the document, and she looked at it. Okay, so she typed a lot. I was standing there, and from that point, I knew that I'm like 85% going to get the visa, because if not, she would have refused me long ago, because I was there and hearing, I was like, uh, uh, um, listening to other interviews, okay, and people were saying, "I'm sorry, I can't give you this this visa at this point in time," and all of that. So I was standing here, and she was typing a lot and all of that. Then the last question she asked me was, um, she was like, "Okay, wait," said, "I have one more question." And I was like, I was confident enough, because I knew I have passed the interview. And she asked me, "What brought you to Turkey?" And that's the point where I explain exactly what I have explained before at the beginning of this video, that I got this scholarship, okay, but I didn't say my mind was to go to US. Actually, I didn't put it that way. So I told her that when I got the scholarship, within the scholarship application, when you apply for the Turkey Abroad scholarship, you're going to select specific universities you want to enroll in. So based on priorities and English, me being from an English speaking country, my first language is English and all of that. So I want to go to a university where English is the medium of communication, okay, and all of that. But when I got the scholarship, I was placed in a university wherein Turkish is the medium of instruction. So I didn't want to let go of the opportunity. So what I did in my mind, I wanted to come to Turkey, even though I was going to be studying, but I wanted to come here, put my mind into academic affairs in a sense because I was working. I don't want to leave my office and come straight. It's difficult. So I wanted to go to that, activate my mood, like academic mood, for me to be able to study and learn the basics, some of the things I have forgotten, and more so adapt to the weather condition because my country, the weather condition is just like hot, okay? But Turkey now, of course, it's cold, so which is similar to US situation. And I brought an example that when I first came to Turkey, my first classes, I was missing classes. And the reason for that because the weather condition is different for my country. Okay, I had to request that we informed the administration for them to uh, uh, um, get started with the first classes at 9 because we are taking classes 8 a.m. and it's very cold, all of that. So I don't want the same to repeat if I go to US. So coming here, and that has helped me a lot. I think now I'm okay. Okay. So I stated all of that and she was like, okay. Then she typed. And she was like, thank you for taking your time and for answering all your questions. I am approving your visa. Yes, guys. When that lady said, I am approving your visa, I did show that. Like I was confident. It seems as if like it was not like she has not said one of the sweetest words in my life. I was like, okay, thank you very much, with a bright smile. Thank you very much. And I was packing, and she was like, you can leave now the counter. I packed my documents. I was composed, packed my documents, and with a smiling face, because that one I can't keep it off. Okay? I can't resist. I went out. That's the time I celebrate. And even that, I didn't celebrate within in the environment. Okay? I was like, and lots and lots of people were outside, like waiting to see when you come out, and they want to like they want to see your mood. I was like, I was trying to manage everything, and I went out when I was far away from the place. Then I just thank God. Even when I just left the counter, I was like, God, thank you, God, thank you, because everything was like, I to me, even though I made so much effort in asking questions, but I think everything was just like a miracle because at some point I was like, okay, whatever happens, happens. And that's the mindset. Go there, don't panic, be confident. So I want to leave you with this. If you are taking a loan, don't go to a shit university. I'm sorry to use that. Don't go to a university that is unpopular. Go to a university that is known and that is renowned. Okay, that is ranked high, that is popular. I'm just using the same words. And what is the other thing I want to leave you with? At the end of the day, watch as many videos as you can. You can get different answers from different people, but it's good. At least give you some people I don't even want. At some point, I didn't even want to watch their videos, but I would say, let me just click. Maybe I'm going to learn something, and that's it. Just like videos like this, I'm quite sure you must have been able to learn so many things. So many people I see them asking, am I going to pay back the loan? And it does not affect you. You are not in any form of risk. I'm telling you. You only pay the interest rate while you are in school. And the money given to you, in fact, I'm going to make a video on this. So you guys, if you're interested in that video, make sure you leave a like, comment, so I will know that there are people that are interested. Okay? Because even the money they give you, let me just give you this as a bonus. The money they give you as a living, your living expenses, it's way too much, my brother or sister, for you to use that all, except if you want to come here and buy a car. And buy a house. So you can, within that money, you fry them with their oil. Just use that money to pay them back while you are in school. And the opportunities, I won't tell you. Okay, you know what it means to be here. Okay, was like for you to pay the principal, even if you go back to your country. Let me just put it like that. Remember, you've gotten a paper from US here that is most like 90% of the population will want to come, or students will want to get qualification from this. You go back to even your country, people will give you job, because some people, even for the fact that they know that you school in the US, they want to, like, even the clients will be saying, okay, you know what it means. If you are in Africa or any other country, you know what it means. My employee is from US, school in US, or this person that is working for me is from US, and all of that. You will be paid high, and you will be able to pay, because I think no matter the maximum amount you take from Empower, because I'm a living example, like you get over $100,000, no matter the amount, you won't be paying around 2,000 monthly. You won't even be paying 1,500, not even 1,300 when you are done. So just imagine that. So you have to be smart in the process. If you've learned anything from this video, I've taken my time so much. Like, I have just been lazy to make this video, but because of the request from many people, and I decided to do that today. So guys, thank you very much for being with me. If you've been with me up to this point, please, I want you to do this. At the end of this video, just give this video an emoji, love emoji, like put it there, so I will know that you watched this video up to this point. And then if you have an issue, come to me and we'll be able to share, okay, my experience and your experience, and I'm quite sure things will be fine. Okay, don't forget, share this video to other, because at the end of the day, we all want to win. Okay, it's a nerve-wracking process. It involves determination and consistency. Bye bye. I wish you the very best in your journey. It's actually not easy, and I pray that you succeed in the process. And don't forget to pray. As I always say, prayer is key. Prayer is key. Bye bye. See you guys.